Does the media have this wrong on Sorsby? Former NFL player Damian Woody sets the record straight. But before we get into that,
among the Cleveland Browns, if the Browns were to win this game at home.
Now between now and the start of the preseason, one storyline that the national media has been trying to push, along with the local media, is talking about this Brandon Sorsby. Who will take Brandon Sorsby in the supplemental draft? Now, Sorsby decided to apply for the NFL supplemental draft earlier this week before that June 22nd deadline. While Sorsby pretty much initially, he had tried to get himself back into the NCAA eligibility as far as his eligibility was concerned. But after placing thousands and thousands of dollars and thousands of bets during his college career, he has decided to head to the NFL. Now he's slated to have a pro day on July, I believe it is 10th, and the supplemental draft will be held sometime later on that month. Now the NFL supplemental draft rules, it already says that, and how it works is, assuming the NFL even accepts Sorsby's application, they are saying that he probably would be the best player to been in supplemental draft in the past decade. Now, no player has been selected in the supplemental draft since 2019 or something like that. And I think they said it hasn't been a supplemental draft has been held since 2023. But before I give my take on this situation, and I have a very strong take on it, and I have two clips. But this is Jason Peterlin and Nick Badone talking about how Cleveland Browns QB situation impacts the interest in Sorsby, how they think that they should try to look into this situation.
People, you guys know that I like Shedeur, you like Shedeur as well, but at this point, after watching him play last year, and again, it's unfair the situation he was put in. We can do all that type of stuff, but it's on Shedeur then to show us that he's a franchise quarterback. There's no guarantee Shedeur is that guy. It's on him to show us that. So part of that is you have to play with the assumption that he won't. That has to be, your understanding has to be that first and foremost. So I don't know why Shedeur, I don't know why Deshaun, I don't know why any of these quarterbacks would make you think like you don't have to at least do the homework on Sorsby and figure out if he can be an option.
You said it. I'm a Shedeur fan. I was so happy when they made that pick in the 5th round. I thought he should have been in front of Dylan Gabriel last year, just based off of common sense. But I'll say this, JP. He right now he's in a competition with a guy that hasn't been good at football since before the COVID pandemic. Mm-hmm. We're talking about things that were a long time ago. It is a long time. According to NFL terms, that's like a generation of NFL football ago when Deshaun Watson was good and when he led the league in passing. And he even admitted last week, I'm not even trying to get back to being the guy that led the league in passing. I'm just trying to stay healthy for a full 17 games. And if Shedeur can't even beat out that guy, then I think we know the current state of at least how the Browns view Shedeur Sanders.
People, you guys know.
I think these guys have it all wrong. They way off. Telling the Browns to look into this situation. This is the last thing that we need for the Cleveland Browns. We got a great QB battle going on, and we don't want to have to wonder about play after play with some quarterback because he's got an agenda other than winning. Players have to set a great example for the sport and the city of Cleveland and the NFL. You have to have some morals and integrity. Now, that clip That clip was from 92.3 The Fan, but we got former NFL player, and he scorches this media narrative. Let's take a listen to Damian Woody talking about this.
We know in the NFL locker room, 53-man roster, everyone's not going to be a good guy. You're going to have some junkyard dogs in your locker room, some guys that you have to manage. But every football player out there knows that betting on games, betting on your own game is a cardinal sin. For me, if I'm in the locker room, no way in hell do I want a guy with the ball in his hand playing the most important position, knowing that I don't know what his intentions are. This is the sport that feeds my family. I'm all for grace. I'm all for giving people second chances. But damn it, he didn't bet on 11 million games in his collegiate career. Yeah. No way in hell, because everyone knows, every football player knows that you don't bet on games, period.
Hey, he scorched it. Every football player knows this. And I know this because I got two sons that played NCAA D1 college football, and they know the rules. You cannot bet on any games. You can't bet on nothing. Like, they beat this into these kids' heads. And this is league rules. They have a strict NFL league rule, and it's very clear about gambling policies, and breaking them isn't a small mistake with the NFL. It's a direct threat to the integrity of the game. And if a team ignores that, it sends the message that talent is more than the rules. And they can't send those messages like that. Trust becomes a real issue in football. Football is built on trust. Your teammates, coaches, fans. If a player gambles, especially on games, people start asking questions, man. Can they trust their decisions? Were the past games influence? Even if nothing was proven beyond betting, the doubt alone hurts the team. Another point is the massive PR risk. The Browns are already dealing with heavy media attention, and adding controversy more to the headlines. The Browns, they can't ignore this gambling. It's just a red flag. It's a red flag. It'll be another risky decision that could hurt the brand, that could hurt fan support, locker room morale, playing with a guy like that. But then on the other hand, playing devil's advocate, looking from the other side of it, do people deserve second chances? Yes. We already know that talent wins in the NFL. Will the NFL overlook this? I don't know, man. It'd be a very, very risky situation. Now, let me know what you guys think. The Browns, should they look into this? I say no. Let somebody else deal with this. Now, hit me in the comments. Let me know in the comments. Let me know where you stand on this. I always read all the comments, and I'll see you real soon on the next one.
Among the Cleveland Browns. If the Browns were to win this game at home.